In this lecture, we are going to be installing the Burpsuite, which is a tool that we are going to use to act as our web proxy server to intercept traffic coming from a client machine and going to the web server so that we can be able to modify the traffic and inject our malicious code. All right, just to tamper with the request parameters so as to be able to inject our malicious script. All right, so we just come to the browser, Google, and then search for Burpsuite. So I am going to click on this first search result here, which will take me to the website where I will be able to download the Burpsuite. Okay, so as you can see, the Burpsuite is in 3 types. We have Enterprise Edition, we have Professional, and then we have Community Edition. So we are going to go for the Community Edition, which is the free edition, and then click on the Get Community. So I will just click on this to download the Burpsuite. Now this will download the Burpsuite on my machine. So as you can see, we have Burpsuite Community Edition, Linux 64-bit, and download. So I'll just click on this download to download the Burpsuite and then save it on my machine. So I'm going to save it. Okay, save file. So I'm going to save it. Now this will download the Burpsuite for me, and then I will be able to install it on this Linux machine. So though I'm using in this particular lecture, I'm using Linux Pop OS Linux, and the procedure, and also this Pop OS is based on Ubuntu. So this is just a basic the procedure that I'm following to install Burpsuite in this particular machine is the same irrespective of whether you are using Linux Mint, Kali Linux, though we know that the Burpsuite comes pre-installed with Kali Linux. So if you are using some other Linux edition other than Kali, like in this case I'm using Pop OS, or if you are using Linux Mint or you are using Ubuntu, now the procedure is basically the same. So we just download. We are going to download this particular Burpsuite, which is basically a bash a bash script, and then we are going to install it on our this Linux machine. So this also stresses the fact that it's not only Kali Linux that is used for hacking purpose. So any Linux machine can be used for hacking, even though this Pop OS is basically an OS machine that is meant for everyday usage. But we can still use it. We can download the hacking tools and then use it to suit our purpose. Okay, so this is still downloading. So I'm going to pause the video when this has finished downloading, and then we are going to see how we can install it on this particular Pop OS Linux machine, and then get started. Then you make use of it to intercept traffic. All right, so we have successfully downloaded Burpsuite, and we can find it here on the downloads directory. So you can navigate there. Let me click on this. So as we can see, we have it on the downloads directory. All right, so let me close this. So let's access the download directory via the terminal and then proceed to install it. So yeah, here I can navigate to the download directory, cd downloads, and then let me clear the screen. ls command, and then let me see what I have. So we have it Burpsuite Community Linux v20 version 2020.9.2. We can see .sh, meaning it is a bash script. All right, so I'm going to move this to the or I can alternatively leave it here. Okay, so all right, so and to install this, we need to change it into an executable script. So as it is now, it's not going to execute, so we have to change it into an executable script before we can be able to install it on our machine. So I'm going to make use of this command. I'm going to type, let me clear the screen again once more. So I'm going to type sudo chmod +x, and then Burpsuite, which is the name of my application that I want to change into an executable script. So basically this command will now change this script into an executable script that I can run and get it running on this Linux machine. So I'm going to hit enter. So I'm going to enter my password. All right, so and then when we do ls again, as you can see, initially it was white, and now the color has changed to green, so meaning that this is an executable script. So to run this executable script, let me clear the screen once more so that it will be more clearer. To run this executable script, I'm going to enter my command sudo and then dot forward slash, meaning this I want to run something from this current directory, and what I want to run is this script, this executable script, Burpsuite community Linux version 2020.9.2.sh. So I'm going to hit enter. So this will proceed to install this Burpsuite on my Linux machine. So let me minimize it so that we can concentrate on this. All right, so we have the install wizard of Burpsuite. So I'm going to click next. This will install Burpsuite Community Edition on your computer. The wizard will lead you to step-by-step thorough installation. Okay, so I'm going to click on next. All right, and then this is it has selected and a directory where it is going to install, and which is the OPT directory. And OPT directory is an ideal location for installing third-party applications, applications that didn't come pre-installed with our Linux machine. Now, OPT directory is a very good directory for installing those applications. And Burpsuite has by default selected the OPT directory, so we're going to leave it as the OPT directory. And then I'm going to click on next. And then destination, that I'll just go with default next, and then this will now proceed to install Burpsuite on my computer. All right, so as we can see, Burpsuite has successfully installed on the computer. So I'm just click on the finish button here. So finish. So, and when I come here, I can, let me see whether I can be able to see the Burpsuite. Okay, as we can see, we can access it from the menu bar here. I can click on it to run it, and I can launch it here. So I'll just click on this to launch it. Burpsuite Community Edition, and help improve Burpsuite by submitting. Oh no, I don't want to do that. So I'll tick this box. I'll click on accept, and then this is just go with the next. Is Burpsuite default? I'll go with the next, start Burpsuite. So we are starting Burpsuite for the very first time. All right, so as we can see, this is Burpsuite, and then in the next lecture and subsequent lectures, we are going to see how we can make use of Burpsuite for web pen testing.